what, for Salim Safi is there, if he can get some purchase and get the boost and the strength in his morale.
The problem is that the white kookaburra doesn't last very long. That's the question that I would be asking if I'm the captain. Is I'm thinking, well, am I going to get the best out of Ormazai when I bring him on and the ball's not swinging, or am I going to get the best out of him when the ball is swinging? Is that Safi's got pace, so he can bowl first change. But if he is a new ball bowler, then you're right. You have to give him the new ball and say, well, we picked you to bowl with it. Now strike. Options. They do have options, Afghanistan. What is important, though, is that their three seamers do a good job because they know and they can trust what their spinners do. Their superstars in Nabi and Mujib and Rashid Khan, of course. The captain knows that he can tidy up those middle overs. They can bowl deep into the innings. But what Afghanistan need to do well at and improve at is with their seam bowling up front.
It's been a good over. So far, once again, a very beautiful Sydney run. So he's doing the damage control.
It's just squeezed away. We'll bring two. And we'll conclude a tidy over from Faruqi. Just two from it. 3 gone, 16 without loss. The main bowlers, Nabi, Ormazai, the seamer, the all-rounder, Rashid Khan, who I think now it's fair to say is an out-and-out all-rounder. Always felt that he's been underused with the bat, not only for Afghanistan, but also with his franchise teams that he's played with around the world. He is a dangerous player, Rashid Khan. Mujib, Faisal Haq Faruqi, and the debutant Mohammad Salim Safi. Ramad Shah bowls the odd delivery. There's a little bit of movement away from the right-hander. That's also not easy for a new man coming into a side, and you have to deal with a left-hand, right-hand combination.
And you are sometimes more comfortable bowling to a right-hander, looking at the fact that you naturally bowl the outswingers better than trying to do anything else. So it might just be that Salim Safi, after having bowled a tough first over, might enjoy bowling to Litton.
Oh, that's very nicely bowled. That one nipping back in. Now you bring up a very good point there. I mean, we don't know, but his domestic side that he bowls to week in and week out might just be full of right-handers. Here in the Afghan national cricket side, he does have Najibullah Zadran that he can bowl to, Hashmatullah Shahidi, but he might not have bowled to a lot of left-handers. Already looks more comfortable, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Looks much more comfortable. That's a good comeback. The thing is, you do not want to give such good comeback to the bowlers, and they can come back strong at you and probably take wickets. So what Bangladesh needs to do is to make sure they keep rotating the strike and do not allow a bowler find their way through a batter. Because the more dot balls you play, you can set the batsman up no matter what the format is.
Just be one. I do think that while we see this amount of grass on the surface, though, that this batting innings might be played, I'm going to refer to it as the other way around, in that we might see an acceleration towards the back end rather than inside this first power play. When you tour countries like South Africa and New Zealand and Australia, the power play, the first power play often belongs to the bowling side because there's movement, there's bounce and there's lateral movement. When you get to the subcontinent, the ball gets older and it actually gets tougher to score. So you need to utilize that power play with the bat. But this surface looks as though there's plenty in it for the bowlers up front.
It's fine margins.
Wasn't middled at all, so they'll get 2.
So it's fine margins. It's hard to tell what score you're looking at the end of the power play and that you say, okay, we've done the job well. So you need to be looking at both the scoreboard and at the same time seeing your options, going for the risky shots. But you know what reward is there behind taking those risky shots and taking those risks.
Oh, that's gone over the top of the stumps. Over the top of the stumps. There's a big appeal from behind by Ramanullah Gurbaz, and it appears as though he wants to have a chat with the captain. They're going to have to make a decision quickly if they want to go upstairs. The decision is no, by the looks of things. Oh, who knows? We'll never know, will we? 4 gone, 19 without loss. It's a very strong middle order. Shakib, Howard Ridoy, Afif, Mehdi, San Miraj, walking in at number 8. That's a good batting lineup that Bangladesh have. And it's one that's found form for quite some time now. Just timed away. So there was a little bit of indecision on whether to go upstairs or not for this final delivery of the previous over. The ball just clipping the back pad. Gurbaz, the wicketkeeper, was interested, but in the end it was felt that it was a little bit too high to refer that upstairs. And it was a wise decision. It keeps a little bit of low. That's not the first time that we've seen a ball keep low in this innings.
Dangerous looking signs for the batters. Good signs for the bowlers. You don't mind getting yourself a wicket with the inconsistent bounce.
And keepers can't stand it. They think, oh, gonna have a long day now. Around the wicket. got an impressive strike rate, Lytton Das, just under 90 in one-day internationals, which is very good. So I'm sure we can expect some aggression from him once he gets a feel of this pitch. That'll be a wide. Interesting how two batters can set up, and we talk about the difficulties that Mohammad Salim Safi has to deal with in debut. Not only left-hand combination, left-hand, right-hand combination, but you've got Lytton Das who stands outside his crease, and you've got Tamim Iqbal who stands within his crease. So your length has to change as a bowler as well. Not only your line because it's left-hand, right-hander, but your length because of where they're standing.
Yeah, and some batters enjoy the pace on the bat, and that's why they stand outside their crease. They want the ball fast and quick. As they say, the quicker it comes, the quicker it goes to the boundaries.
Sometimes when there's prodigious swing on offer, batters like to get outside the crease as well. They feel that that can negate the swing. There hasn't been huge swing here today, but we have seen a little bit of lateral movement off the surface and a bit of inconsistent bounce.
Lytton hasn't been very comfortable. It's been the second occasion that you get to see him with some bit of a chat with the umpire.
Another wide. And a mistake from Gurbaz. This is the danger of the left armer coming around the wicket to the right-hander, is the angle can just take it down the leg side.
And he already bowls from a very wide angle, probably trying to make an inroad. Famous delivery that he can bowl and dislodge the stumps with, but not getting it right this time around. Already 12 extras. You don't want to look at that. If you're an Afghanistan coach, no. That's way too many in the first 5 overs. Of Bangladesh, 24 without a loss.
It's monsoon season here in Bangladesh, so there is plenty of rain around.
If I'm a cricket fan, I don't want to hear rain coming around. I want a full 100 overs match. And what better than the fact that the match is finished in the very last over of the game.
You were talking about extras at the end of the previous over, about Afghanistan already accumulated 12 extras. Just I'll give you an interesting statistic. The test series going on between England and Australia at the moment is that England have scored more runs than Australia off the bat over the course of the first 2 test matches. And they 2-0 down. And the reason behind it is that England have had more extras accumulated than Australia. That might just be high and slipping down the leg side. Ramanullah Gurbaz has appealed, but he's appealed from fine leg.
Yeah, the umpire has already shown the indication of the ball going high, so rules out the fact that the skipper might just want to take the DRS review. It'll be interesting to see where it pitched. Say, hitting the good length, and yeah, it's probably dragging outside the leg stump, and the height will be another factor. And he knew it. You make that sound like I have the legitimate request and give me the wicket, but then when the umpire doesn't give it to you, you notice that, no, I don't have a chance. This one again, not making it to the boundary. So a lofted shot, but dealt with safely. Will only give 2 runs.
Bangladesh are on 26 here without loss, and I can only remember one ball that's really been timed, and that was the extra cover drive from Turnip early on. Otherwise, the ball's hit high up on the bat, it's hit low down on the bat. The timing has been difficult. Littendas nowhere finding the middle of the bat there, nowhere near it. So batting not easy, although the required rate would suggest that Bangladesh haven't been troubled. That's an area, to me, that's an area where he needs to be over and over again.
A very experienced batting lineup for Bangladesh. Tamim Iqbal leading it. Leighton Das, Najmal Hussain Shanto, who's been on such a wonderful form, got back-to-back 100 in the test match played against Afghanistan. Mushfiqur Rahim, the Mr. Dependable. Shakibul Hassan and Tawheed Ridoy. Afif at number 7, he's a wonderful batsman. Afghanistan will certainly know who Afif is. He single-handedly won the match against Afghanistan together with Mehdi and put together a record partnership. So quite a strong batting lineup for Bangladesh.
Umpire Holdstock saying this was going over the top. Was proved correct. And missing leg stump. Ends the 6th, 26 without loss. Tuskin returns to the side after missing out on the trip over to the United Kingdom to play against Ireland in those 3 one-day internationals. A welcome return. He was in wonderful bowling form before injury struck him down. One thing that Bangladesh have improved on over the last few years is their seam bowling. But for now, it's Afghanistan. They need to strike. 4.
Well, the fans are absolutely enjoying it, and what a cracking shot this was. Wit on offer to Tamim Iqbal. He will not miss on that, and he cashes this with a beautiful looking shot. 4 runs.
And he's got one over pitched, which he laced through extra cover for 4, and now a wide one, which he's cut away for 4. So two really bad deliveries, and he's got onto both of them, the Bangladesh captain. Not enough there. They just have not been in those good areas enough, Afghanistan.
This one just moving away. It's the kind of day when you're looking so desperately for the wicket, but the edges will just not connect to the bat. Afghanistan desperately looking for a wicket, absolutely. They need to break this partnership. They need to make the power play. They need to make something out of this power play. A wicket or two is what they will want.
They win the toss and they decide to bowl first. You want consistency. You want the ball to land in a good area, preferably fullish of length, encouraging batters to drive. I think Afghanistan have been off the mark, well off the mark. They're back of a length, nothing in that good length, nothing in that, I suppose, 2 to 4 meters where you want to encourage